So the Indian team has touched down in Australia, and as we all know, they'll play their first game against Pakistan on October 23. The big game, it's India versus Pakistan. And before that game, there are lots of debates going on regarding who will replace Jasprit Bumrah. What's going to be India's bowling combination? Can this bowling attack win you the World Cup? Is the big question going around. And today I have with me Gargi Raut, and together with her, we're going to talk about a few pointers related to India's bowling attack. So Gargi, first question to you is, with Jasprit Bumrah not there in the Indian side, how will his absence affect India's performance? As we all know, like, he is the man for India.
Of course, Jasprit Bumrah has certainly set a reputation for himself, and he has a big legacy in Indian cricket because, and also India has a tendency to revolve their team around one player. We've seen it happen before with Virat Kohli, and then when he failed, a batting lineup crumbled. The same has happened now with Jasprit Bumrah, because I feel like the pace attack is completely Indian management has put all its faith and confidence into one bowler and forgot to build a foundational bench strength. So I think Bumrah's absence would be very dangerous for India.
I certainly agree with her. But let's be really honest, for the past 1 year, Bumrah has hardly played any T20I for India, and the team has done well in his absence. So they can take some confidence. But heading into such a big mega event, against the best teams in the world, you need him.
Because his experience comes into the side as well.
Yes, he does. And you don't have a death bowler, to be really honest. Now, coming to the death bowler and other things, let's talk about India's death bowling woes. Perhaps I'm wrong in saying this. I'll get a lot of flack for this, but I feel with this Indian bowling attack, we can't win the World Cup. That's what I feel. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should be a bit more optimistic, but I feel we can't. So I'll put this question straight to you.
Very brave prediction, by the way. But also, I think it is manageable because we do have a lot of talented attack in the bowling department. We have Arshdeep, we have a left-hander, we have left armour. Sorry, we have Shami, who's incredibly experienced.
If he gets included in this.
If he gets included, so I don't think things are that grim for India. But we will have to think about the combination and what kind of dynamic we set.
We will talk about the combinations, but that's for a bit later. But as you've talked about Arshdeep and Mohammad Shami, but I personally feel maybe I'm a pro Bumrah sort of a person, but you don't have a like-to-like replacement. And yeah, continue.
When we talk about Bumrah, everyone has hyped him as, rightly so, that he is a death bowler, but also people are forgetting that we are also losing a bowler who has been trusted with the new ball. And he does bring that X factor into the lineup.
True that, but just wanted to put some light on how India have performed recently with the ball. I mean, with the bat, we can all agree they are firing all guns blazing. But with the ball, you look at the Asia Cup, they lost the matches even after scoring like 180 plus totals. Against Australia, they scored 200 plus in the first T20I and they lost. Against South Africa, even after scoring 230 plus, they almost lost the game. I mean, Miller took it that far. But so the question is, does this Indian attack really have the confidence after getting hammered from the likes of South Africa, Australia?
Like you said, that the score was 230 plus what was it?
227 if I'm not wrong.
So whatever. If we are getting hammered, so are the other team. So it's not as if we're the only ones getting hammered in. You have to think about that. T20 right now in this age is a batting paradise, and it is a very batting heavy game, and the pitches play in a big role, especially now in Australia. So we're going to see big totals for sure. So I don't think it's a problem with our bowling department. It's just how the game is working right now, because the big totals are being put up by both the teams, and every match that we've seen so far, almost every match, a majority of them have gone down to the wire.
Now, talking about India's bowling as compared to the other teams, I want to basically talk about Pakistan, our first opponent. So when you look at the bowling attack, if Shaheen Shah Afridi is fit, it's going to be a blessing in disguise for them. So they have a left armour, a world-class left armour, to be honest. They have Naseem Shah, who has done so well recently.
Yes.
There is Haris Rauf with and on that Australian pitches with that extra bounce, 145 plus clicks, he is going to be a dangerous bowler.
Yes.
They have a leg spinner in Shadab, they have an off spinner in Mohammad Nawaz. So they have the variety. And almost all the teams, even if we look at Australia, they have the variety in the attack. Do you see that variety in our attack as compared to the other big teams?
I do see that variation, but I do not see the strength. That's the thing. Yuzi hasn't been doing so well. He's been quite hot and cold. Akshar Patel is quite new in the squad. Will he be able to take the pressures of a World Cup? Then there's Harshal Patel. All of them are almost a majority of them I think are playing their first World Cup. When we talk about the new bowlers who are coming into the team. So that's where we're lacking a bit. But Pakistan on the other hand is a very strong bowling department. With Naseem Shah we've seen incredible intent in every game. He's so dedicated, so passionate. It's amazing to see him bowl. Also, we all know about Shaheen Shah Afridi and how our top order crumbles under pressure when he's bowling to us. So I think it will be a very interesting game to watch.
So for the users who don't know, Gagi is a professional cricketer and she has played under 19 cricket. And so my last pointer, which we are going to discuss on this live agenda, I don't think there's a better person to answer than Gagi. So what's going to be the possible bowling combinations? Like we have if we include someone like Mohammad Siraj who might replace Bumrah, or even Mohammad Shami who can be his replacement. So looking at all the bowling options, who do you think, what's the best bowling combination for this team?
Okay, to start off with the new ball partnership, I think Arshdeep and Shami are the will be the go-to bowlers. We don't know if Mohammad Shami is getting included, but it will be a shame if he doesn't. Arshdeep and Shami are my picks. Another option would be Bhuvneshwar Kumar. Everyone is so focused on Bhuvneshwar Kumar doing not so well in the death bowler. They are forgetting that he's been phenomenal in opening with the new ball, and he is a trusted bowler. With Arshdeep, again, he's a left armour. He has been troubling. He will trouble the openers with, if we have a left armour and a right armour, it will be very difficult for batters to get set very easily. With the angle that he creates for the right-handers, it will be very difficult for the other openers. And then we've seen Arshdeep's ability to adapt himself to the match situation. Him bowling in the opening overs and in the death overs, there's a lot of difference in where he pitches the ball and what the variations are that he uses. In IPL we've seen that in the death over records he has 4 wickets, I think, and an economy of 7.59, which is
good,
which is brilliant actually. And I think that's where with Arshdeep we are winning, that we have a left armour in the opening attack. He can be trusted with the opening attack. Plus, if we put Shami on the other end, wickets come from both ends. Even if one bowler is taking the wickets, it is built from both the sides.
So other is putting the pressure.
Yes. You're saying. If one is putting the pressure, we need to make sure that the pressure is being maintained from the other end. So if an X factor is being put from one end, we need to make sure that the other end has a bowler that can maintain the pressure, that does not leak runs. So I think Mohammad Shami does a brilliant job with that. We've seen him opening, being a perfect partner to Jasprit Bumrah. I think his efforts go unnoticed a lot because Bumrah obviously takes the wickets, but
the others do put the pressure.
Viewers do not understand, but I think since they're not involved in the game, they're not on the field, they don't understand that the wickets are being taken from both ends, the contribution comes from both sides. So with Mohammad Shami, I think and Arshdeep will be a perfect opening partnership because Mohammad Shami with his he has an incredible control over his line and length.
That is true.
He has experience, and with Australian pitches, I think we need someone who can control, who can bowl tight overs. Mohammad Shami will be a perfect pick alongside Arshdeep Singh.
So stats are sometimes deceptive, you're saying. Like with this thing, like if we have watched Rajasthan Royals' game this season in the IPL, so Yuzvendra Chahal was the leading wicket taker in the IPL.
Yes.
But he got support from Ravi Ashwin from the other end.
Yes.
So Ashwin used to bowl those tight overs, and that used to put pressure on the batsman, and Yuzvendra Chahal used to pick up the wicket from the other end. So they used to have this great partnership in tandem. So that could be a really good option with Mohammad Shami and Arshdeep.
We can also pick Bhuvaneshwar Kumar as well in place of Mohammad Shami. But it will be interesting to see what the combinations are created.
Will he be under pressure after what's happening with him for the past few matches?
I think,
especially the 19th over dilemma.
I think Bhuvaneshwar Kumar has played enough cricket to handle that kind of pressure. I think he'll be fine.
So that's the end of today's agenda. A lot more videos coming up today, so there's a lot more going regarding the World Cup. So stay tuned, and for more content, go to OneCricket's YouTube channel. Thank you so much.